If you have edit or owner permissions on a SharePoint site, then you'll be able to edit any pages and create pages. You'll know if you have these permissions because the edit button will appear on the right hand side here. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to edit this Northwind Traders SharePoint site homepage. So I'm sitting on the homepage and I hit the edit button. What you then notice is you're taken into this view, and as I rest on this particular web part, this is a news web part. As I move my mouse down, this is a documents web part, and as I move down I can identify this is an events web part, and this is an activity web part. Each web part has this little black sort of side panel and has these buttons where you can edit that web part, move that web part, or even delete that web part. I'm going to scroll back up to the news. Let's say we want to edit the news web part. I'll hit this button here and the sort of options I've got appear on the right hand side. So at the moment the news that is shown in this web part is only news that pertains to this SharePoint site. But I could say, look, give me news from other sites, and I can select those other sites. But I'm going to keep it that it only shows news from this site. And then I've got the layout, for example. I can ask for the top story layout and immediately it shows me what that looks like. Or I can go for a list layout or put it back to side by side or carousel or even a news hub. But I'm actually going to go to top story. So you choose the sorts of layout you like. And then I just hit the X when I want to close these options. If I wanted to delete the web part, I'd hit this, and if I wanted to move it, I'd simply drag this particular button and it would allow me to move the web part where I wanted it to go. But I'm going to leave it there. Now at this stage I've got two choices. I could either save the draft, save what I've done as a draft, or I could actually discard those changes I've made to go back to how it was. But I actually want to save it as a draft, so it saves my changes, and then when I'm ready to share it with everybody, I'll actually publish it. When I click publish, it will publish the changes to my home page, and I just wait a little while and eventually I'll be taken to my home page as I am here, and I'll be shown that my changes have taken effect. It also tells me the date that this home page was last published.